Hey everyone. So we're going to continue with our VIM adventures today. It's been a few days since I last did my session. Um, Reason being is because I felt a little sick this week. Unfortunately, so this is a little bit of a disclaimer for if you eat candy from Target, there's this sugar-free candy that you can get. If you eat 2 packets of it, it's not going to do you well. Um, so I think that's what did it for me. Originally, I don't think I pinned it on that, but then after I realized, oh, that's probably what made me sick. So if you are gonna eat sugar-free candy from Target, or just in general sugar-free, just probably good to moderate your use of it. With that said, uh, I've been practicing a lot of the skills on the VIM adventures, but this time what I did was I'm gonna restart it. So I want to be able to restart it so that I can practice the skills again or the VIM motions. This time from scratch. So just going through it, I think I get pretty far. I'm not too big of a fan of the audio, just in general. So it's nothing against this game. It's more so I don't generally play. Um, I don't generally what should I say? Use audio, even when I'm playing games. My family always thought it was kind of strange because I turn off the audio. Um, a lot of people like to uh, have like good speakers and um, really feel like the bass and things like that. Not like that. I usually like it for just like I'm more about the visuals, I guess. Kind of going through the game, uh, and that's generally I don't know. That's generally how I like it. So that's why I turn off the audio. So even in like when I would play Call of Duty, I would do the same thing. I would just turn off the audio. Okay, so far we just have JK, HJK, and L. What we can do, actually, let me just double check I'm recording. Yeah, okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna speed run it back to where I am. I think I'm on level 8. So we just got W. We need E. I don't have B. I could just go W. Okay, we have B now. And you could tell like this game's really nice because before this, oh no, I need lowercase b e. There we go. Before, just before I started playing this game, I never practiced VIM, and it so it just goes to show it. I mean, I still, I think that's it. Yeah, let me go back towards the end. Um, but you can see I'm becoming a bit more proficient at it. Still need a lot of work on it and like learning the keybinds, but it's it's pretty smooth relative to I think. So we could see, for example, here I'll go here. Let's go to the beginning of the word beginning and and beginning. Okay, cool. And then we can go back. Let's X. Oh no. Okay. X. There we go. So you can see, yeah, definitely feel a lot more proficient at it. This is a game that does cost a license to play it. It's about $40, and I think it's pretty well worth it. Um, because it's 35 for I think 6 months of the license. That's the only thing that's unfortunate. It's 6 months, but I also don't think at the same time it'll take 6 months for someone to beat it. And ideally, it shouldn't, just because it's. I mean, in my mind, I haven't gone through the game, but like the full game. But if you're learning how to work with the editor, yeah, it's gonna take some time, some muscle memory, but to get the basics, I would hope it's not 6 months. That's a lot of investment, but it doesn't seem like it. Just from here, I feel a lot more used to it, and even at work, I don't have I don't use an editor with Vim. Um, and I kind of try to navigate using it. um, and so that's something I have to get set up because I think it'll make it more efficient. So I'm just gonna have to see which tools I'm gonna use because I'm a big fan of, as far as editors, I think Notepad++, I love it. It's just very simple for me. I like the idea of simplicity. The only downside is I know there was like an episode that Casey did. Casey Morituri, excellent developer. I always like listening to the podcast with him, the Primogen, DJ, Trash. I don't know if he likes being called Trash. That's that I'm not sure, but that's what he calls himself. So I hope it's not like a slight against him because I'm not really sure what. I should go look up his name to see what it's called because I always kind of feel bad calling, or like when I hear he's called Trash, I don't know if he kind of likes that or it's just, yeah, not too sure about that. Let's see, where do I go? But yeah, sorry, going back to, I got off on a tangent there. Casey Morituri, he was talking about how there was a I think it was a few months ago where I think Notepad essentially gave you access to a shell, or if it didn't give you access to the shell, you could essentially execute commands. It passed your arguments to some DOS command where it's just like execute or like cmd.execute. So effectively, it didn't manage access very well, and so Windows was kind of causing issues in that sense because it's supposed to be a very simple text editor. No, it was on Notepad, not Notepad++. It was on Notepad. They had introduced that vulnerability, and so Casey was talking about that, and so Notepad++ was probably already there previously. Let me silence my phone. Silent mode. Okay. And let's continue. But I like Notepad++. I like, what else? I used VS Code a little bit. Not too much. Little bit. What else? I never really got into Sublime or any of those other like paid text editors. I used Eclipse for a little bit, and Eclipse like tooling, because you know how with Eclipse, like in Java, you're able to create a lot of applications that essentially have Eclipse as the framework, or that same framework that's being used to create kind of Eclipse, like how should I say, like display, like the look and feel of it. That's what you're using for other applications. So I've used that context. So a few editors, each a little different. But Notepad++ for me is just pretty simple. So I tend to like it. Let's see. This one I want to go, to the beginning. I'm going to go here. There we go. We'll go down. A, B, R. Let's see. Oh no. I'll go back here. RR. Very cool. We'll go back. I feel pretty good going through these levels. Like I don't feel like it's taking me too long to go through them. Here we need to delete. I forget. Some of it's also because I memorized this. yeah, this is where they want me to delete with the D key. Let's go back. No. Let's go back here. XXX and yeah, but I do think it seems a little bit like a superpower to be able to edit really quickly and kind of know your tools well. I know Private said he had a case where he went up to a coworker who used, I don't know if it was VIM or if it was Emacs. I think he mentioned it was Emacs, and he was just like blown away by how skilled he was doing it, and because of that, he's like, I want that. Like I want to feel like that, and that makes sense. I get that. Wanting to feel competent with, or like just really skilled, is for me. That's delete back. I think that's cool to be skilled in your domain. I think it's should be incumbent upon people in a profession to be skilled in what they're doing, but also to kind of feel pride in their work and want to do that. Not to say that people should kind of spend additional time out of work already, like if they're already doing a lot, they shouldn't feel like compelled to continue working on the off hours, because life is important, family is important, but at least during work time and if you can outside of work time, just kind of getting to a point where you reach or you try to strive for becoming an expert. I think that's a good idea. I think even if someone kind of just does it for the paycheck, which I think is super valid. If someone is like in a situation where they do something not because they like it, but because they need to pay the bills, makes sense. But I think at least try to strive for being better, and that's not so that your workplace can benefit or so that like you're doing it for anyone else, but it's just so that you can feel pride in what you're doing. And that goes for any profession. So like if you're a baker, try to be a good baker. If you're a video game developer, try to make a good video game. If you do construction, take pride in what you're building, and then just know that when people use it, I can imagine that's pretty exciting, or at least kind of experiencing your work. Let's say you're making food for someone and they enjoy the taste of it. But I feel like I'm going a bit of a monologue, so I'll kind of temper that down for now. Let's see, this is going to be... No. Here, I'm going to go to the end. D. X. Okay. Actually, what it is, something I want to talk about. So I know this is a bit of a programming channel, but I also love watching videos about takes on episodes on episodes that are coming out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to preface all these new videos. Actually, this is a good idea because I have so many thoughts on like giving my opinions for TV, like certain TV programs that I watch or certain movies that I watch. So maybe I should do like a combination of going through it, showing skills, skills that I'm learning, and also once I start streaming, or get to the point where I unlock 50 subscribers so I can stream. Like it'll still be programming focused and skill focused, skills that I'm learning. If people have questions, if it gets to a streaming format, I can answer those questions to the best of my knowledge. But I was thinking it'd be cool if I could just talk about my thoughts on, my thoughts on, what was it? Some TV shows that I've been watching. The only tricky part is since I am kind of this is not programming, sorry, just kind of learning new skills. This'll be a little challenging just because, as you can tell, as I'm focusing, I lose my train of thought, or it slows down. So I'm gonna do my best to give my thoughts on certain things. And then just be able to kind of try to keep it flowing. And also focus on the programming. Let's see. I want to go to the air. Okay. I'm going to go to the end. I'm going to go up. The beginning. I'm going to delete. There we go. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about is there's just so many good TV episodes. Actually, before I do, let me save. So this is going to be YT2. This is going to be my second attempt. Already done my first attempt and got to level 8. I'm realizing that I wasn't practicing all of my VIM motions, so I wanted to kind of go through it again and then just make sure that I'm learning the skills. Let's see. ERT RF. Okay, this one is so I can change the casing. Okay, so what's the first thing I want to talk about? I think it's gonna be I was watching The Boys. I was watching Invincible. What else was I watching? Those are two. Could have sworn I was watching the third episode. Boys, Invincible. Oh, Daredevil. Okay, Daredevil. Maybe I should have like a list of like my thoughts like on the episodes, but okay, let me go to Daredevil because I have some feelings about Daredevil. I thought it was such a good. I thought like the last episode, and this is a spoiler warning. So if you haven't watched Daredevil, probably not a good idea. I know it's a programming channel, but if you haven't watched Daredevil, just know I'm gonna ruin a few things here, and that's that the ending. I thought it was disappointing. I thought it was really good at first. Because Charlie Cox, he came out as Daredevil, so he kind of, what was it again? He Iron Man'd. I saw in the comments. Essentially, he Iron Man'd himself. And I thought that was an amazing scene where he did it, and people were like, he's just trying to like protect Karen, and he's not. Does anyone really expect him to be Iron Man? And then he just kind of throws the baton and catches it. So cool. So I thought that was great. And then he wins, and the and the court uses his legal knowledge I thought it was super cool. So that I give credit. It was really good. What I didn't like was, of course, the rich, evil, terrible person. So that's Kingpin. After the whole fight, so at this point, Kingpin is he's just dropping people. He's just like punching people, and that's just effectively ending them. He's pushing them like straight into the wall. He's like, I think one guy, he like squished his head. Just a lot of stuff. It was terrible. Yeah, because he's a massive guy. I forgot how many hundreds of pounds, and incredibly strong. So very dangerous person. In the show, right? As far as the lore goes, and he just like essentially murders tons of people, and just at the end, he gets beat up, and then Charlie Cox pulls a Batman, which is like, so the villains will take out good people, and then the good people will do everything possible to save the villain. And I get the idea is we're better than that, so we shouldn't lower ourselves to their standards. But it also seems, I don't know what a better term is, but maybe I'm seeing it wrong, but it almost seems like idiotic. The idea of like, we have to treat our enemies better than we treat our innocent people, because Kingpin ultimately gets away. He just gets an offer to say, yeah, just just head on out. That's totally fine. If you leave New York, you get to go on an island, have a good time. Everything in life is good. So I was like, what is going on? They offered him that deal, and then meanwhile Charlie Cox, he was expecting to go to jail for being Daredevil and helping out, being a vigilante. And there's some beatings he's done on people that were a bit excessive. So it makes sense that he would have to face consequences. You have one person who's like done like mass murder as part of his like criminal enterprise. He gets to go on an island and just hangs out. And then the other guy who's fought as a vigilante, tried to do good things, he gets to go to prison, and he's like at peace about that. Which, good for him that he's at peace with it. But I would have been like, oh man, this is just ridiculous. And that's how I saw the ending. I thought it was pretty terrible. Let's see. Oh no. Let me escape. Okay. Okay. Oh no. If I go D to the end, it's going to include it. But that's what I was thinking about it. That's what kind of ruined it for me. The ending. Yeah, it's not too great for me, I would say. But I did like a lot of parts about it. I like that he did end up with Karen. I think Karen was pretty upset with him a lot of the time, only because, oh man, like I said, Charlie Cox was kind of going pretty heavy as like a Batman, where he was protecting people who did wrong more than he was protecting the people he loved. And like one of them was with Bullseye. Seems like he was protecting him more than he cared about Karen, which is kind of strange. Yeah, so that's, some of those parts. I'm glad they ended up together. I think they work well as a couple. But that's, I think, questionable from his side. Let's see. With indented code 0, move back. Okay. How many steps do I have? Well, I have 16 steps. That's not bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the end. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm going to go to the end. I'm going to change the casing. I'm going to go W, R, 0. Okay, I'm going to go down. I'm going to go to the end. Delete. What can I do? I can go to the W. Oh no, I can There we go, and I can go W. Is that a 1? First, yeah. Okay, so R1. I'm gonna go W. RN. Am I missing one? Did I not get that one earlier? Okay. Let me go back. Here I'm gonna go to the end of the line, cap it, then word R0. I'm gonna go down, end of the line X. Let's see. If I go down and go back and go back, I could do that. I go down, back. Oh no. Yeah, go back. I can change this. Go back. I think the other way was better. But I think it's kind of lenient in this one. Okay, so for Daredevil, pretty good. One person I thought was terrible was, I just thought was I think they're setting up for something, was his first love interest in season 3, where I think she's a psychiatrist. Yeah, she was just insane. But it wasn't so much. It wasn't so much that she was insane, because that's just characters in general. So like, think about Joker, right? Insane character, or what's that Batman with one of the actors from Twilight, the Robert something, I forget, but he in that same movie, the Riddler was insane, So it's not anything about them being kind of very over the top. It's more so that for her character progression is very slow, and I think all that amounted to it was she choked Karen like while she was in prison, and then no, I overwrote UYT instead of YT2. That's okay. I can always go back to it, but actually, let me save it first on YT2 then. YT2, okay. Yeah, she didn't really do much. Like, they were kind of just fleshing out the whole thing with Muse, the Muse character, who kind of broke into her place and was trying to assassinate her. It's pretty scary, honestly, pretty scary for that to happen. But she was just, her response to that happening was, oh, was it DD? No. Capital D, okay, sorry. Let me go back here. Capital D. Here I'm going to do D back. I'm going to go down to D. Here I can go WW. Okay. Oh, this is the Princess Bride. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die. That was such a good scene in that movie. But yeah, so not a big fan of her character. It's just, I was very tired of her character. Yeah, it was just not great. R. Let's see. Oh, damn. Let me go back. Delete. Oh no, I could have just deleted right here. Okay, let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, I could have just deleted right there. Let's see. Capital D. Let me go back. Let me see if I can. Capital D. Let me go to. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's faster than going down. Here I want to go to the M. DB. Go down, DD. Go to W, W. X. Down. I'm gonna go W, W. R, I. Go to E and W. And from here, I'm going to do capital D. No, because I need to be on the S. Did I mess something up? Well, I did mess something up, but let's see. So capital E, capital D. If I go capital W, no, I go capital E. It's going to be capital D, capital E. So then D to the W. If I go down, DD, WWX, WWRI, then I'll go E, I'll go W, right, and then D. Go. Alright. Pretty good, pretty good. I know when I first did these challenges, I think they took me a while. So it's getting easier now that I'm getting more familiar. Let's see. With ES. Okay, I thought it was gonna prompt me to do the deletion. D to the end, X, B, X, W, X, X. Okay. There we go. Level 7. Woo! So we're getting there. We're almost back to where we were. This one was challenging because there's so many spaces and then to navigate through all the brushes. Because I forgot if I had missed anything. Let's see. IT2. Let's see. Let me make sure what I have. I don't have F and T, those are going to be the ones that I need, and Z, I believe, and then comma and semicolon. Let me go to E, So I have to go through all the brushes. Good natured. Let's see what's going on. This one, I'll go back. Oh, with the F, I can pretty much do a lot. So if I go FI, FN, yeah, F is going to help me a ton. FG. Oh no, G. Wait, where is FG? Sorry, that's not great. FD. Okay, comma. If I remember correctly, without looking, it reverses the search. So, comma. Yeah, reverses. Okay. Cool. I need capital F and capital F or T, and that'll be where I can navigate more easily. Let's see if I... Okay. This works. Okay, so then here I'm going to go... I think I already went there. V. And here. Oh no. So FL. So that was my take on Daredevil. Really good. I would say really good show. Especially how they started off. It was amazing. I thought it was incredible how they started off. Because I remember thinking, like, this is the first episode, the first, like, 10 minutes. They're going this strong. And because it breaks out with the whole group, the trio, Murdoch, Page, and Nelson having just like a really good time at the bar. You know, everything in life was good. And then at some point, things get tense. Like, it turns out Foggy had a client that was like in trouble, and just gets really intense because, how should I say? It turns out that like Foggy's client thought that he was in danger, which he was, and that was mainly because they were onto the red port. Essentially, through the law, they were able to kind of have what's the best way to phrase it? The port allowed them to bypass regulations and kind of ship anything, whether it was like drugs or weapons or anything, through there, and then they would use that to facilitate their criminal empire. And that was, what was her name again? Wilson Fisk. And what was his wife's name? I feel bad for not knowing it. Also was not a big fan of hers. Or Fisk. Well, Fisk is acting, yeah. But yeah, I wanted him to go down badly. Vanessa, there we go. Vanessa. Yeah, so she had like essentially hired Bullseye to place a hit on the witness that would kind of expose their criminal loophole, or their legal loophole. And once that gets found out, you know, it starts off with like Bullseye coming in. He's coming in hot. He's going in with like weapons. He's like attacking people, taking people out. He's like fighting Daredevil. They're going back and forth. It's very intense, but also really, really cool to see. And I just thought it was going to be a typical fight, you know, where Daredevil wins or maybe he loses, but no one really gets like too hurt in a sense. Like they're still able to kind of go through their lives, and like the trio essentially makes it. So then I was really shocked when Foggy was shot and he didn't make it. One, that was pretty heartbreaking to see, especially because Matt could hear the final heartbeats of his friend. That is devastating. And then after that, he just kind of gives up, completely gives up, in the sense that he's like, he throws Bullseye off the roof, and he's just in despair. And part of me thinks like, oh wow, thankfully Matt gets it. Like, okay, now that he's gone, he won't assassinate further people. The Bullseye. So it's like, oh, that's. It's like now he gets it. But then later on in the show, we see that like he comes back and actually goes to help him, and it's because he's preferring Grace over the alternative, which from like a statistical standpoint is more lives saved, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, it's very like that whole scene. I was just like, wow, that's like the first 10 minutes. It's like the show is going to be amazing. And then, unfortunately, during the time, there were like a lot of places where the pace really slowed down. Like I said, his relationship with his first love interest that was attacked by Muse. That I felt like that was pretty slow. Yeah, that was pretty slow. But a lot of good parts. Like I got to see Daredevil again in the court. Let's see, do I have everything I need? I have F&T. Okay, cool. I think that's all I needed. Yeah. Let me save this really quickly. But like I said, I think it's a good show. But that ending, it just ruined it for me. I go F of X. I'll delete to. There we go. Then from here, I just need to go back to get G, if I remember correctly. Here I can go. Then. Oh no, I just go to the beginning. F of D. B. Let's see. I'll go E, capital E, no, capital W. E. Here. I'll go E, first, no. F of. Let's see. There we go. That's not great. So I gotta work on my typing. So I generally don't use punctuation too much during typing. Characters, yes. Use them all the time. Not so much. Let's see, capital G, GG, cool, capital G, nice. So let me save this. YT2. It's crazy. We're almost here at the end. Let's see here. How did we do this? For this one, I'm gonna need the brace, I believe. Let me go to keyboard. Yeah, I have G. Yeah. No, I took it out on accident. Sorry. Sorry. Thank you. Okay. This one I think I can use now. Oh yeah, this is the one where we cache the search. So F of X. And I'll go back. I'll redo it. I go down. I'll reverse it. I'll go down. Want to do it again, so semicolon X, down X, and I want to reverse it, comma, X. There we go. Some of these are really like just more puzzles than actual like. I mean, it's good to know it, But like when you're off by one keystroke and you're like, how do I do it? Oh, it'll drive you crazy. So if you watch my previous videos, yeah, it drove me crazy. This is gonna be capital G. Oh no, G, T, M, and then from here. Wait, I don't have it yet, do I? Let me go back. Which one am I looking for? The one that toggles between, I think it was the pound. It was pound and, let me check it on my phone. So, the motion to toggle between the braces. I forget what the opposite was. The motion. Let's see. Okay. Okay, it was the modulus, and do I have modulus? No, I don't have modulus yet. What do I have? I have case, end of line, first character at the beginning of the line, first non-blank character. I have first character, whether it's white space, beginning of the word, end of the word, replace. I have T for, so T forward search, backwards. So cap T backward search, but it's going to be offset by 1, analogous to what F does without the offset. D is for deletion. Capital D is deletion from now to the end of the line. G, like we said, GG goes to the beginning. Capital G is at the end, the last line, but the first character. I kind of wish there was one for the, and I think there will be, last character just in general, so last line, last character. But you could technically do, you could do it in 2 lines. You could do cap G $, so you could do it that way. HJKL, just regular navigation. Comma is, or sorry, semicolon is to perform the same search, so F and T. Comma is to reverse that. The last one, Z, is for scroll, vertical scroll. It doesn't look like it does horizontal scroll, just vertical scroll. X is for deletion, capital X is for deletion, but more like a backspace. B is for going backwards. Okay, so that's what I have so far. Let me go capital G, because I think I need to, that's where it was. I need to get the modulus. Okay. And if I use modulus, oh no. I'm going to go to the end of the line. I'm going to go mod. I'm going to go down. I'm going to delete until the end. So I'm going to delete until get G. There we go. I'm going to go, let's see, there, and then, okay. One was using this, the other one was using D capital G. So I did D capital G and the other one was using D mod. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So delete until the closing brace. Let's see. Let's YT2. Pretty close to getting to where I was. Let's see. GG, TM. This one is going to go to the mod. Very cool, level 8. I remember I thought I got stuck on here. I did not get stuck on here. It was just a skill issue. And then I go down. Okay. Here it was. Let's see. Oh no, sorry, FM. I'm gonna delete, going backwards, down. I'm gonna go back. Delete. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna delete until I find. I'm gonna be TL. Back. I want to delete until I find a. Oh no. I want to delete until I find. No. I want to delete until one before I find the A. Here. I want to go back. I want to delete until the end, so that's going to be cap G. Very nice. This one was. Oh yeah, the. Asterisk, so being able to search for the occurrence. So asterisk, there's only one for here. I don't think there's another example. Okay, pretty good. Oh no. I keep forgetting that if I'm not on text, just doesn't work. So this is interesting. I just need to oh sorry, FA or capital F A. There we go. I want to go back. No. I want to go to here. I'm going to use this to go to the next one. I'm going to go to W. FN. I'm gonna go back E. Oh. That's a bit of a mistake there. Okay, this is good. Oh, why did I do that? Sorry. Because I was on the M, so I should have gone E like that. And I think my mind, since it's still not implicitly going to kind of efficient routes, is just like I just need to navigate there with the navigation keys like HJKL. That's something I need to work on. So here, YT2. I'm someone who's progressively saves, and like let's say for example at work we do not subversion. What am I talking about? Git, code revision. Why am I forgetting the term for it? Versioning. There we go. Oh, sorry about that. So code versioning. So one person who, I mean, in our company we always uprev whenever we make changes. So new revision, so that way we can track changes, and I always like to document. But I always like to do that just because I'm very paranoid about introducing regressions, or just being able to have like a clear history. So for me, it's something that I tend to do quite often, and it's just a habit for me. Let me go back here. I'm going to go down to the next instance, down to the next instance, down. You'll see what it's saying. So here, let's see what else. Here, oh no, before we do, I'm gonna go backwards. There we go. No. Oh. FE, there we go. Let's traverse these. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. This game's pretty fun. Let's see. Okay, let me back out. Or I could just do W, just go to the next one. Fly. Okay, nothing in here. FE. Okay, cool. Now I got the pound sign that reverses it, which is perfect. Now all I gotta do is go back to the beginning, finish this up first. You know what this kind of reminds me of? Well, just any puzzle game really, but it reminds me of God of War, where it had puzzles within the games. I was terrible at that because you had to solve the puzzle and you'd get stuck unless you knew what to do. And you just think about how to solve this puzzle. I was pretty terrible at that game. My brother's a lot better at puzzles than I am. I like to think that because of development, I got better, but my brother's really good at puzzles. Sir will take me. I want to go backwards through it. I want to go to E. I want to go back. Okay. Let's see. If I go to that, sir, I go to Sue. Let's see, okay, let me go. Okay. But from here, how do I get? Oh, from here, I'm on the who's. So I can get to the W. But I need to get the key. Oh no, do I have the key? Looks like I have a key. Just need a. Oh no, don't have a key. Okay, but it looks like there's a key on the end there, so that's a little misleading. Nope. Let's see. I want to go backwards. I want to go back. I want to go down. Sue. I want to go backwards. I want to go back forwards. Forward. Oh no. I didn't see that Sue. So I can just go backwards. Okay. Now I just need to get there. So I go back forward. I'll go. I can just do cap G. Oh no, not cap G, GG. Go to the end, backwards. Yeah, but this, like I said, it kind of reminds me of, oh, because it's a blue door, that's why. So I do have a key, it's just a blue door. So I gotta think sometimes before I react, because I'm like, I thought I had a key, but I didn't take a second to analyze the door. Here I need to get back to the H, so, okay, let's go back. Let's travel backwards to the H. Let's travel backwards. Let's go E. Okay. Before I get to the N, what was the N for? Because I know I'm going to need it. repeat the last one. Okay. Repeat the last search. So essentially the, okay. Okay, and then 2n, okay. Okay, so n's not bad. Yes, that's why. I was like, why would I need that? It's because I need to cache it again. So that same trick as before. I'll cache it, the last find for the word. So I forget what it's called. So it's going to be the asterisk, the pound. So I need to be able to cache it so that I can then use it. So that I can then, so use it in one text, cache it in one text, and then repeat it in another set of texts. So that's the key in this case. And I'll show you the example. So for example, here on the left-hand side, I need the U. So I need to get to, this U, and there's no other U's that I can get to. So this one's a bit misleading because I can't get there. So maybe it's just a misdirect. No, because anyways, if I get to this U right here, or this U, I should say, because it's a capital U, I think it's case sensitive. What I could do is I can do an asterisk or pound, but it's essentially that search, right? That find of the word, but it highlights in other sections. And then what I can do is I can press the N to be able to perform that same search on the word U. Because if I were to try to do it, I need to be within the context of that word. So I needed to be on some U to be able to go through it, which is not possible given the VIM motions that I have. So that's the trick there. Okay, so this one, I'll be teleported to a game. I'm almost there. I'm like pretty much there. This one kind of lags for getting there. This is such a good game because I can imagine all the effort that went into this. It's a lot. Probably easier with MI to create some of the, or sorry, with the AI to create some of these puzzles, but without it, it's just you have to really think about, and how do you plan that? So let's say you have some text. So I'm assuming he just had some text, and then from there he would decide what was dead space, what was actual space, or actual characters, like in this case, and then that way he'd be able to go through the puzzles and focus on what's available. But I think what's difficult is the way the author of this game set it up so that you only are able to use the keys that are available to you. So as it progresses, there's more ways to get to that endpoint. So you have to kind of construct it in a way that prevents multiple solutions, so that it ideally focuses on using that new skill forces that new skill to be able to solve the puzzle, like we saw with N earlier. So it's impressive. Okay. Let's see, how did we do this one again? If I go to the comma, it goes eeny. I remember I needed to go to a meanie. But why did that work again? Because I remember I went backwards. Because it should be on A through Z, cap A through Z, 0 through 9, and then the @ sign. I don't remember comma being one that we could go through. But I remember and this is just kind of cheating, but if I used the pound, I believe I was able to go backwards to the meanie. Is it because it contains the text? So eeny is contained within meanie. And that's how the find works. So it's not like a strict find on it. No. It's because even though I'm on ini, it searches the next word, which is mini here. So if I go to this comma, next word is mini. So if I go backwards on it, it goes to this mini. So both forward search and backward search should then work, right? But let's do a forward search in that case, because the forward search would be mini. But if this is the word, actually we'll test it out. The forward search and the backward search, so the pound and the asterisk. But if I remember correctly, it takes me here to the M. I get to the end. So if I'm here, I can get to the end. What did I need? I could find this one. Then did I need to get to the ini? Okay, here. So I know I can get to here, here, here. I can go backwards. No, because it's on a separate line. So ini, comma. Yeah, because if I go backwards, it'll get me here. So this is mo, this is toe. Trying to think. Let me save it. We could run through it, but have these three. Where do I need to go from here? I don't remember if the secret for this one was I needed to cache something. Like, because I could cache like if or by so that I'm able to get to it. Yeah, I still have you in memory. And I kind of need it to stay on there. Because I need you retained in memory to be able to make it there. So I was thinking of maybe trying that trick, but how did I solve it? So that's why I'm happy I'm going through it again, because it helps me think about what I did before. I don't know how long I've been recording. Let's see, how long did it take me so far? Looks like 1 hour and 9 minutes. Oh, not bad. Okay. Not bad at all. So getting back to almost where I was in about an hour, that's pretty good. Was it happen? Let's see. If you don't reach, I'll teleport you back. Do I still have a key? Is that? No, I used it. Yeah, I used it already. So I think I have everything I need. I should have everything I need. So if I go back, so okay, so cap in and in. Oh, so on the top right, I see it. It's giving me a few seconds to prep. Okay. This one was the asterisk. I can get to E. Nope. I can go. Let's see if I can go here. Nice. F comma here. This one is gonna be. Let's see if I try pound or asterisk. Nope. So I'm at these three. What do I need? Is my timer still going? Yeah, I think it's probably still going. I can do the comma. I can do back. No, but if I go back, yeah, because if I go back to the other comma, since it's not on the same line, it won't work. I can't do cap G because that'll take me to the M. Go here. If I try to do another search, oh, I can do the comma. Okay. I can go back on that. Sorry, let me go to the end. Okay, I'm on here. I go to the previous one. No, I need to repeat, that's why. Okay, I see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the, looks like the timer's off, so I can just kind of, doesn't look like I'm being sent back, which is nice. Here, oh no. So I have it in memory. Now what I'm gonna do is, I think cap n was backwards. So if I just go here, okay. So then from here I go $sign, oh no, sorry, 0. I'll go back 1. So if I go back from here, I want to search. So I'll do my forward search and I'm down. Ooh, that was cool. But I don't know why it didn't keep the timer going. It said 60 seconds. I can't believe, did I figure that out? Or was that where I was stuck before? I don't think I figured. I don't remember. No, I did, right? I think I did. Or was that the last challenge? No, I think that was the last challenge I was on because I was like, that was pretty tricky. And I don't remember solving it before. So that was good. What does this need? Okay. So I can only navigate on the white spaces. Makes sense. I don't have a key yet, so let me try to unlock this first. So I need to go here. I need to go to the end of the line, W, end of the line. I can press down, down. Question is, what can I do here? Oh. Thank the Lord for everything blinking. The bugs were able to chew through the disabled locks. You must understand numbers to have a real chance. It's only a matter of time. Okay. This is nice because I was curious about the numbers. When a number comes before the VIM motion, that motion is repeated given a number of times on text areas. No obstacle can block your way until your final destination except for the text boundaries. Oh, wait, what? No obstacle can block your way until your final destination except for the text boundaries. Okay. On the ground, you can use HEKNO with the count until blocked. So it says it's enabled now. When the number is used, it's too big, some motions would just be performed as many times while others do nothing. For example, 999DD will erase lines until the DD is delete from now until the end of the line, but it'll keep deleting lines if it's got less than, so it'll just keep deleting. But 4FE, so search for E 4 times won't jump to the last E in the line if there are less than 4 E's. Okay. So some do it, some don't. Okay. Let's go up. Oh no, I could just do GG on here. Wait, so can I do it now? Let's. Oh, it's showing me numbers. Okay. Just want to make sure. W1C2. Okay. Okay. Here. How do we want to do this? I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. Don't know where that's from. I was gonna say it could repeat searches, but oh, it's telling me where to go, I think. I see. So if I go from here down, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's probably 4J. I don't have the 4 button. But I don't have access to the numbers yet, right? Just want to make sure. Did I miss anything? Doesn't look like I did. Okay. W. Okay. Okay, That's what I missed, yeah. So I did miss something. GG. Then I think here we unlock the numbers. An optional number that may proceed. You can use the delete to erase last digit. Let me check. Okay, that's the delete is for. Okay. So there, I'll do 4J. Then from here, is that on the same line? Half of, okay, so then I'll just go back. I'll go up to, so 2K. As I should, so I'm gonna do 2FL. I'm gonna go, need to get to number 6. How do I do the search? I could do a bunch of ends. That would get me there, but that would be too many. I assume there's a, because I could just do it a bunch of times, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I did 15 times, but that's unlikely. Let me try it. 15E. Oh no, it was cap B. Okay, so, but that's not a good way to do it. There's gonna be some better way to I could save myself a keystroke if I use T, lower, so I, that way I don't have to use as many. How do I get to that period? See, I have 3, 3, 7, 6. Okay. What can I do to get to the this is a period, but I don't think there's another period. There's a semicolon. Last time I was able to navigate to it with that. Because the word right now is like and then should. Going forward like, backward should. Maybe I'm not supposed to get from the L directly to the period, but I'm able to use other keys. Let me try that out first. I'll go back to the beginning. Okay, so I am able to go to other keys. Less than half of U. Question is, how to get to that blank space for U? Because if I'm on 6, just to go back to it, all I would do would be capital T and then U to get me one offset of that, so that's not a problem. And I have 4 keystrokes from here. And I need 2 keystrokes to get back. I think it was going to the end of the line. I think it was, let me double check that. It was the end of the line, and then I could use it multiple times. Let me try that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I do 6 end line, cool. Okay, cool. There we go. So I'm gonna do, what was it, 4J. I'm gonna go back 1. I'm gonna go 2K. I'm gonna go to T high. From here, I'm gonna go to the end of the line. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's gonna be 4 end of line. And for this one, I'm gonna go T, capital T, U. Very cool. Oh no. Okay, so from here, I can use any of them. Let's see. If I want to get back, let's say I'm here. How do I get back? Okay, so there's more of a puzzle. At least I'm not. Okay, so it would just be going to the beginning. So I imagine 0. Can I do that? So it's either going to the end of the line and wrapping around. I don't know if that's possible. Let me try that. So 1, 2, 3, $. That doesn't work because you're already at the end. An example is going backwards. So if I do the 0 to the beginning, right? So I fall through. But if I do 2, 0, it just doesn't do it. Okay, no. I can just go back a few times. But I feel like that isn't like a great way to do it. Like if I go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could do that. It's not something I like, but I could do that. And then from here, I could do TO, and then just jump back up 4 times. forget where the house is. There we go. Wait. Okay. Wow, the bugs are eating the house. But you'll notice I'm not talking as much as it's more of a learning process now, but as it becomes easier, I do want to talk about some of the stories or some of the shows I've been watching. Invincible, really good. Really, really like Invincible. Daredevil is great, except for the ending. The Boys. I like the show. It's a weird show. A lot of violence, a lot of gore. Pretty vulgar, but I do like the interactions between characters. I think that's my favorite part. A-Train was a great character. At first he was terrible. I hated the guy. And then afterwards, his redemption arc was amazing. I really liked his character. Really, really liked it. Because he was truly sorry about what he had done and realized, hey, I'm not a great guy. And he was just trying to be better. So it was really cool to see A-Train. Wow. He went from like a character I just wanted gone to one of my favorite characters. I think I'd have to evaluate who's my favorite, but he's up there. He's probably one of my top favorite characters just because of he redeemed himself. He was just caring about his family, he was protecting people. And then he was able to go out on his own terms and just say it's like, oh, I realize, he's like, Homelander, he's like, you're pathetic, you know? Like, even if I die, he's like, you're pathetic. I thought that was great because he died laughing. I thought that was pretty cool. And if you're a One Piece fan, it's kind of like that, like died laughing. Not laughing, but smiling. So I thought it was really great. Really great scene. I just did this. How did I get it? Oh yeah, it's just $. Oh no, $2. And then I'll go back to TU. Oh no, capital TU. But this is such a great show. It's over now, The Boys. It's over. Finished up, no more. And that one, I think there were a lot of people who didn't like the ending. I liked it. I liked the ending. Wasn't the best ending. There were some writing that was not as well connected. So they mentioned a lot about using the virus, and then it ended up just being Kimiko was experimented on to have the same power as Soldier Boy, where he can kind of vaporize the drug out of the person's system. It's, how should I say? It was, oh no. Was it 2I? 1, 2, 3. 3. Then I'll go back to here. And then it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 3. Okay. So here, I'm going to go to FI. From here, I need to go 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go 3. Here. Here I'm going to go back to U. F. Oh no, sorry. FU. There we go. And then for the search, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. So, no. 1, 2. So maybe 2. There we go. Very cool. Okay, so from here I need to get to the green on the left hand side. Yeah, because if I do this, alright, so I'm going to do how many spaces behind? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, F period. I'm going to go down, then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, F period. "16 key presses." This is okay. Let me save this because this is YT2. I feel like speed running this is pretty difficult. I know there was a YouTube video about someone who there's a group. I gotta look them up. I saw the video before I purchased this game, which I do recommend purchasing the license. It's a great game. As you can see, it's really helpful for learning the VIM motions. Really makes you think. The only thing is, whenever you buy a learning tool, whether it's like a book, a program, like an online course, make sure to actually go through it, like understand, and like I really try to practice it, because if not, it defeats the purpose of the tool. Let's see. I need to delete those lines. I have a feeling it's going to be the DD and then multiple lines. So that's going to be 4 deletes. Okay, but let's read it. Ha can has has stdio. Okay, standard input. I has a var. I'm in your loop up var, one visible var. Please open file locats. Awesome. Thanks, visible file. Oh no's, invisible error. Is var bigger than 10? Okay, thanks. I'm at a your loop. Okay, thanks, bye. It's just a loop 10 times. That's atrocious spelling. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's see. Here. Let's see. I want to delete to the I. Why did that? Because I want to delete, I think, WAI. Oh, with L? I should replace it with 1. What is? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here. What is going on here? R. Wait, let me just make sure. RA. Oh, okay. I see. Wait, it's a caps lock version of it, right? Okay. But I just need to caps lock it multiple times. Okay. Delete to FI. Then what I do here is I go it's a bunch of just like capital letters. So I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do 4 cap, what if I do 9 cap? No, it's got to be on the same line apparently. Bye. So then I'll go down. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So do 5 cap. Okay, so 4 cap. I'll go down a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, J. Let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try 5 DD. Okay. This one, I need to get to G. So FG. Okay, that's strange. Okay, so D. Let's see, FI. I'm gonna do the caps lock on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or it's 4 because I think it's just on the characters, maybe not white space. 4. So it's 5. It was 5. TFI. Caps lock down 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It's weird because I did 4 and I didn't fall off. And then I did 5 and then I fell off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5J. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 deletes. I'm gonna go to the C. Doesn't look like a C. So this one's gonna be what? Let me do replace. Let me go down a few ways. 7J, 3J, FB, RC, no, RG, 2RG, okay, 2RG, okay. But it doesn't look like a C. That's just what kind of looks weird. FI, right here, down 5. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5J, 5DD. I'm gonna go to the. I think it was C, which is weird. 2. RG. So there's one keystroke that (16 keystrokes). So I'm off by a keystroke again. I can save a keystroke by using X, so I can just do 3X. There we go. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5DD. FC. 2. RG. Whoop. Okay. In this case, best thing I can think of is the B, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, maybe it's a loop, so I can go down to the E. So from the end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can I do 10 capital E? What about 20 capital E? No, it gets me to the beginning. Okay. I'll just do backwards then. So like 10B. So I know I need to go 14B, 17B. Okay. I don't feel great about that because it just seems like it doesn't seem very good. Wait, what do I do with 2 keys now? Okay. F. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, F period. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go backwards, I'm on sum. I could just go backwards again. 9B. Wait, 9 capital B, right? Yeah, okay. 14 capital B. 13 capital B. So I'm going here. Okay, that's pretty nice. So I can do 4 key presses. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, I could just go to the A, no problem, because that's 1. So I'm just going to do 2. FA, 2 factor off. This one doesn't look like there's any. So this one's going to be delete. Can I do it twice? Delete 2 W's. Okay, cool. And now I don't have to put the HJK out too many times. I could just use the. That's pretty nice. So I could just do. Oh no. FE. I'll just delete 3 times. 3. X. Deleting is easy as much as it is fun. You just need to know which motion to run. Is it D2W or 3DK? Delete 2 words. Okay, so that was one of them. 3DK. Oh, okay. Delete 3 to the top. Wait. Delete K. K is up. I'll delete 3 lines up. Even 3D5E will be okay. Okay, so then C, right served 2012, XOXOXO, world, goodbye. Oh, that seems like a donor. Oh no, let me go to closing parentheses, so mod. No, mod. Right. Okay, so it does go. Okay, move on. Okay, that was just for practicing that. Let's see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go 3W and go here. I'm going to go back, so it's deleting to the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4, delete. I'm back. And I got to go here. 4, delete back. Why is that not working? Oh, because it deletes the white space. So I'll just go to the beginning of the line. I could just delete until the 2. That should work. 1 before the 2. What? Okay. I guess... Oh, it wants it as separate deletes. Because I see them highlighted separately. Just kind of strange. Let's see. So 1 before the S. So here I can delete 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. 3 TS. Okay, and then delete. I'm going to delete from there to there. Delete 1, 2, so 2 X's. So F, oh no. Delete 2 X's. Oh no. 2 FX. Okay. Not going to fall for it this time, so it's going to be 1 before the 1. So I'm going to delete how many ones? 1, 2, 3. So 3T1. Let's see. So FB. Delete 1 before the 1, 2. So 2 TB. 0. Cool. We're stacking keys now. Need to find a yellow key. All right, we went from two keys to no keys. Okay. Time's really flying with this game, honestly. I know, F2T. Wait, what's going on? Oh no, 2FT. 2FT. Oh, it's because I need to get above there. And I have 4 keystrokes. Huh. I'll be finishing up soon. I need to get to the T. Let's see. I could just go X amount to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. L. Oh, it goes out actually. Then think what? I only have 2 key presses. Oh, you know what? I can just I can just do the words. So 10 back, 11 back. I feel like that's such a it's not great. It works, and I mean if it works, but I'm not a fan of that method. It's simple, but it just feels like very, like kind of like hard coded, as opposed to like strategic maneuvering. Here's pi. I remember for high school, I went into a competition for learning the number of digits of pi, and I forgot. I think it was like a week I spent memorizing it. So you let me know how far you get. 3.1415926535892 I think, wait. 3.1415926535889. Oh no, 897. Oh, 932384626. I remember up to, or actually maybe I should say I don't remember, but 66 4338. Yeah, I don't remember up to anything past 66. But what you do is you just chunk bytes of it, and then you make those associations. It's pretty fun. Wait, 7 key presses. Okay. So I would have to go to here. Okay, so I could just go here, 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 down. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. 4K 0. Wait, is that blank space? Okay, so I'd have to use the, well, it's kind of good because I haven't used the caret. Oh man. 4K, I'm gonna use the caret. Should it be with left hand or right hand to use the caret? Probably, I don't know, because it's kind of in the middle. If you see my fingers, it's, should I use 6? Left or right? Actually, that. They both feel kind of far. 4K caret. I'm gonna go up how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Okay. No, it's too many keystrokes. Right? Yeah, no. These are all different lines. Because I could go from here to here. Then I can't really go anywhere else. If I go from here to here, here. Only one I could see that has it is here to here. If I go here, go to the beginning. Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one. So I want to end my night solving it. Right now it's 2 hours in. Wow, that's a pretty long study session, which is good. Oh, okay. Am I missing anything? I don't know if it means anything that the 8 afterwards. No. Because I was going to think about the period, but no. These are all 8s. Is there a way to maneuver between 8s? Like, between different lines? No, it's just... about 10. No. Between the 8s. Hmm. 3, 4, 5, 6. Six, 7. Yeah, but getting to the 5 is tricky. I don't know if I'm missing something here. I feel bad, but I think I'm gonna search up a little bit just to see if I have what I need. I would normally search up on the computer, but then my email goes up, and I don't want to. That happened on another video, and then I had to like edit it out. And it's very slow to render it, so. Let's see. Okay. So this one I wouldn't have gotten. Because I didn't even think about the G character. Yeah, I did not think about that at the beginning of the line. Ooh, that one's pretty helpful. Okay. So based off the G character, I could just go 2G. And then from there, it's 9 to the right. Is it? Ooh, maybe I gotta count it. 2G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to the right. And then how many down? 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then this is just going to be to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 to the end. Like 11 to the end. Oh no. Oh no. I forgot about those periods. That's why they put them there. I could just go down here. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7G. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11G. Then we just go F8, F8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4J. And then to the right, 1, 2, 3. All right, from here I can go back. Then okay, so now I'm in good shape here. So yeah, that G clue was really helpful. Here. Because I just need to get to the A, so oh no. $3. I need to go back to 2. Wait, what? $3. 1, 2, 2. Wait, why did that? $. Okay, now I'm here. Let's have 4 key presses again. So 2 FA. Okay, deleted. It's not really lost. So I can just, okay, this is nice, okay. And now you need to start moving some text around. Okay. Small brown key, okay. So, here's a good time to call it for the day. Good study session, lots of good fun. And so I hope you enjoyed the session. Like I said, right now, because it's more learning based, won't be able to talk as much just because it's challenging. But as I get more used to it, and then, or if I'm doing coding tests where it uses less brain power, I'll be talking about my favorite shows and just kind of critiquing them. I tend to have a lot of critiques, so, and praise, depending on how it is. Like if it does really well, I'll praise it. Otherwise, I'll I'll critique it. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.